door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Ulstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome here to this contest on yourliveevent.com, as this is the boys' turn now after the overtime thriller in the girls' game. 97-88, Class A picked up the victory over Class B. What do the boys have in store for us? James Miller, James Martins, and Joey Hughes with you here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Irie Insurance, your trusted personal business and farm insurance provider. They remind you to be on the lookout for farm machinery on the roadways for the upcoming months here throughout the summer and into the fall. Visit Irie Insurance online at IrieINS.com. Take a look at what happened in yesterday's contest out in Bismarck. It was a good one between the A boys and the B boys, and coming out late, the A was able to pick up the victory in their contest. They had 6 players in double digits with the victory, 106-94. You had Derek Descent with a game-high 23 points, but Aiden Stainbrook from North Border had 7 threes and 21 points in the contest. We'll take a quick break when we come back after this. Starting lineups, opening tip, and our keys to victory around the corner. That's next from the Bruin Den on yourliveevent.com.
Travel a little, save a lot. MJ McGuire's in Rugby.
McGuire's is your Ford, Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in Rugby. Hi, this is Zach. Come in today and check out our great selection of new and used vehicles. Plenty to choose from. So give us a call or come in today and see me. McGuire's. Great people, great prices, great products.
Travel a little, save a lot. MJ McGuire's in Rugby.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
I want to do everything to the best of my ability.
Travel!
My bad.
On the court and on the road. If I make a mistake, I want to know.
Lane violation!
And when I'm at my best, I want to see the rewards. That's why I signed up for the Drive for Less program with Nodak Insurance. I drive safely so I could save up to 30% on my insurance premium. Driving safe and saving money? That's a good call. Download the Nodak Insurance app today.
As we come back here in the Irie Insurance pregame show, nearing in the opening tip here on yourliveevent.com. Again, I'm Chase Miller. He's James Martins. Joey Hughes behind the scenes, our puppet master here tonight inside the Bruin Den. James, a fast and furious up and down tempo game yesterday. What do you expect here? Who's a player or two that you're looking to see maybe a particular matchup here tonight for 40 minutes of basketball in Fargo South?
Yeah, I think I'm going to start with the Class B side. I think Brady Feller, he had maybe a quieter game than what he was anticipating, what he was hoping for. I think he's really going to need to get going tonight. Jay Wanzik is another guy that's really a difference maker. I've seen him play a lot over the years, and he's just a difference maker, a flashy player, a really energy busting player, energy building player, if you will, for Class B. And I think those two specifically, they need to get going for Class B. And for Class A, there's really nobody in particular that I'm looking at maybe didn't have a good game yesterday, but just keep finding the open man. Everybody had a contribution, seemed like, yesterday for Class A. I didn't feel like the balance was as good for Class B.
Should be a lot of fun here tonight. Up and down tempo game is what we expect after yesterday's. Well, there was dunks, there was and ones, there were three-pointers here at particular times, and it should be a lot of fun here tonight. We'll take one more break. We're back after this with the starting lineups coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show, Irie Insurance. Go online to IrieINS.com. That's IrieINS.com. They got you covered for a plethora of different situations here with different agents throughout the Red River Valley, and to find a location and a branch near you as well. Again, let's go to IrieINS.com. Rick Flaxbart's going to be doing the public address announcing as we'll get to the starting lineups, as we'll have the officials for this one with Todd Rowe, Shane Piatz, and Caden Kudeman here, our three-man officiating crew. It's college basketball halves with 20 minutes and 30 seconds on the shot clock here in this one. And the Class A All-Stars will be out in their purple uniforms. For the Class B All-Stars, they'll be out in their gold uniforms. What do we have on store? We'll find out as a good crowd again staying on tap for this particular contest. The girls' game, if you're just joining us, again, a final in overtime, 97-88, Class A over Class B. Again, that does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. For more information, go online to IrieINS.com. That, again, is IrieINS.com. Make sure at halftime you stay tuned to our conversation. James Martins will be talking with Mike Hendrickson on the selection of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. Let's toss it down to Rick Flaxbart, the PA announcement for the starting lineups.
The gold uniforms. The Class B roster can be found on page 75 in your programs. First of all, the alternates for Class B. From Medina, Pingree Buchanan, Joshua Mosier. And from Ellendale, Riley Thorpe. Now the non-starters for Class B. From Minot, Bishop Ryan, number 2, Brady Feller. From Powers Lake, Burke County, number 5, Tyson Engen. From Harvey, Wells County, number 11, Tate Grossman. From Garrison, number 13, Connor Kurzman. From Deluxe, Burlington, number 14, Carson Yale. And from Bismarck, Shiloh Christian, number 34, Jay Wunzik. Now introducing the Class A alternates and non-starters. Alternates from Fargo South, Dean Grant. Non-starters include number 0 from Belcourt, Houston Davis. From Dickinson, number 2, Alex Dvorak. From Bismarck Century, number 3, Anthony Doppler. From Minot, number 13, Derek Dissett. From Belcourt, number 23, Parker Wallach. From Bismarck Century, number 34, William Ware. And from Bismarck Century, number 52, Ryan Erickson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineups in alternating order. First of all, starting with the Class B Boys All-Stars. At forward, a 6'6" Patriot from Mayfort CG, number 1, Landon Koenig. At guard for Class A, 6'2", Grand Forks Red River Rough Rider, number 1, Zach Kraft. For Class B, a 6'1" guard from Hazen, number 3, Talon Batke. For Class A at guard, a 5'11" from the Davies Eagles, number 11, Ray Brown. At guard, a 6'2" from Central Cass, he's number 15, Sam Kobervig. For Class A at forward, 6'4", Grand Forks Red River, number 20, Reese Rokamp. For Class B, guard, 6 foot tall from Warwick, number 21, Mark Fawcett Jr. For Class A, at forward, 6'8" from Shanley, number 21, Connor Kraft. And for the Class B All-Stars, 6'4" forward from North Border, number 33, Aiden Steinbrook. And for the Class A All-Stars at forward, 6'4" from Wahpeton, number 24, Ethan Manak. Class B boys assistant coach Brad Miller from Bismarck Shiloh Christian. And the head coach for the Class B All-Stars, Matt Norman from Central Cass. For Class A, the assistant coach Kirby Crafting from Grand Forks Red River. And the head coach Travis Hogue from Fargo North.
And again, Rick Flaxbarth with the public address announcing with the starting lineups and the introduction of the alternates and alongside the coaches as well here in this contest. Class A with Landon Koenig from Mayport CG in the center circle, going up against Ethan Mannock from the Wahpeton Huskies in the center circle on the opposite side. Opening tip is going to be underway at 8:22. Chase Miller, James Martins, Joey Hughes, and we're underway for the boys' game, second one with Rokamp from Red River with the basketball. Pops a pass left-hand side to Brown. Brown to Connor Kraft, the left wing three, tickles the twine. Connor Kraft from Fargo Shanley with the triple on our Thunder Seat scoreboard and gets Class A right on the board. Talon Backey, right-hand side. Here comes a little driving kick action now to Covervig. Covervig will handle the basketball, takes a ball screen from Stainbrook, goes hard down the paint. Driving kick action now as this goes back to Backey. Backey will handle the rock here as this one's going to be driven on the inside. Landon Koenig can't get it to go as Connor Kraft will pick up the defensive rebound. Other side going right down Broadway as Zach Kraft can't get it. Rebound coming under Mark Fassett Jr. now. Fassett Jr. almost with an over and back to Stainbrook. Stainbrook double team here now to Fassett Jr. to Convervig. Convervig will handle the rock there, crossover left to right, back to the top of the key. Class B looking for their first bucket on their second possession as Convervig will go hard down the paint. Right-handed finger roll layup for two for the future Viking. 3 points on the way for Connor Kraft. A bucket there by Convervig, and we'll have our first foul by Shane Piatz. Talon Backey here from Hazen picks up his first, team's first here on our Thunder Seat scoreboard. Right-hand side, Zach Kraft here from Grand Forks Red River. Back to Rokamp. Rokamp sees a good hedge by Koenig. Stewart talking between them and Mark Fassett Jr. Left-hand side is Connor Kraft from the left pocket. Kraft looking for a dribble step and then throws it into the Class B bench for the opening turnover of the contest. Been a fun 3 games. We'll see if the fourth can live up to the hype. Told the coaches when we were coming by between the girls and the boys game, I told Matt Norman and also Travis Hogue, you got some expectations on you here for the night as we'll have a foul. This will be on the floor. It looks to be on Zach Kraft as he will pick up the foul, his first and the team's first.
Yeah, got a lot to live up to for the boys game. Tried to be as exciting and thrilling of a finish as the girls game was.
Mark Fassett Jr. to the left wing to Stainbrook, top to Koenig with a little head fake back to Fassett Jr. Top of the key, 3 on the way, off the back iron, no ball gets tipped out, and well, tipping it Going to save it as Maddock as he goes into his own bench. Then it's going to be a turnover as it goes to Backy. Bounce pass here to Koenig, and then we'll have it go out of play and a turnover here for Class B. As on the floor here is Reese Rokamp with the inbound, the future University of Mary product. It's a Marauder night after talking to Kinnebrew and Foul. Reese Rokamp, we ate lunch or brunch, if you want to call it, out in Tower City with his grandma. And she's my former 5th and 6th grade elementary school teacher in Valley City. Had to get that one in the opening couple minutes of the broadcast. Rokamp, left wing, bounce pass down the interior. Maddock hanging, shooting off the window. Can't get the shooter's roll. And a board by Aiden Stainbrook. Other side, Stainbrook. Ray Brown gets the steals. This will go to Kraft. Kraft looks the other end of the floor to Connor, and then it's going to be stolen the other way to Stainbrook. Finds Cobervig for the right-handed layup for 2.
Great dish there from Stainbrook. He was the man behind the perimeter last night. They lost to Class A, but this time dealing it out.
Cobervig 4, Kraft 3. Left-hand side, three-pointer Rokamp off the mark. Rebound to Stainbrook here. Class B will handle the rock now with Sam Covervig in front of the front court. Little 5-out motion offense here for Class B. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Fassett Jr. right wing free throw line extended, looking back door, and then it's going to be a turnover here with Maddock. Maddock going the other way. 2-on-2 finds Connor Kraft. Kraft backing his way down, and Fassett Jr. from Warwick with the pickpocket steal. Nice pass up the floor to Stainbrook for 2. 6-3, a triple on the way for Connor Kraft, and 6 straight points on our Thunder Seed scoreboard by Class B. Brown dribble, three-pointer on the way off the right of the rim, no good. Connor Kraft almost saves it from going out of bounds. And we'll have our first substitution of the night. And as we mentioned, it is a line change kind of a substitution. Coming on the floor now will be Alex Dvorak from Dickinson, Anthony Doppler from Bismarck Century, his teammate, and Ryan Erickson will join him. Houston Davis from Turtle Mountain, and you have Mr. Derek Dessette from Minot High and the Mr. Basketball finalist for Class A. For Class B, Tyson Inget from Powers Lake Burke County. You'll also have on the floor Tate Grossman from Harvey Wells County. Left-hand side of Connor Kurzman with the rock for a moment from Garrison. You have Brady Feller from Bishop Ryan and also Carson Yale from Delax Burlington. Three-pointer by the aforementioned Yale. No tip back, good though by Tate Grossman for the putback for 2. Class B leads it by 5 as we're nearing 4 minutes into this contest. Doppler will handle it. Looking back door, finds Erickson. 15 feet away from the hoop. Erickson, Yale. This is going to be a fun matchup. Help comes down to Dvorak. Dvorak driving, leaving. Right-hand side to Davis. Davis double team splits it. Left-hand side to Dessette. Now to the left wing to Doppler. On the interior, Erickson 5 on the shot clock. A triple team backdoor. Davis around underneath. Can't finish it, and a board to Carson Yale. Bounce pass right-hand side. In transition. Shoot it. Can't get it to go for Kurzman, and a rebound to Davis. Outlet pass up the other side to Doppler. Off the window, no. Rebound to Set, put back, and there's a foul. Tyson Inget, also a Mr. Basketball finalist, will pick up his first, team's second. And Mr. Derek Dessette with a game high last night, 23 points to the free throw line.
You know, Chase got a chance to interview Derek on the post game, and I was really impressed with what he said. Very humble for Dessette. Through all the accolades, including the Mr. Basketball winner and winning state titles, he said, "I'm at the bottom now. I'm going to start fresh, and I got to reprove myself again." Really thought that was just inspiring and fascinating from Dessette.
Yeah, going to NDSU, Dave Richmond. Happy to have a Minot High Dean Winchesky product heading to North Dakota State coming up, as James was alluding to, going from the top being Mr. Basketball. Now got to prove yourself at the Division I level. With the rock here is Feller. Feller with a little hesitation gets by Davis. Oh, what a finger roll move here by Brady Feller.
The second leading scorer all time. I think I mentioned he was the third leading scorer. Second leading scorer all time in Bishop Ryan boys basketball history.
On the Bruin pause, Dvorak, right-hand side to Set. Bounce pass on the interior to Davis. Davis muscling his way back to Derek. This from the college range 3. Off the mark, long rebound. And Davis almost barrel rolls into the boys' basketball Class B bench, and he looks to be all right.
Dessette looking to be, I believe, a sports management kind of sports media, sports management major, so definitely you're in the right field of action.
Tyson Inget somehow splits a pair of Class A defenders and gets a right-handed layup at the 10. It's the largest lead for B, up by 7 on our Thunder Seat scoreboard. There's a turnover. Carson Yale will handle it. Inget with the pass. This goes to Grossman. A foul and count it. Oh, and one for the Harvey Wells County product. Tate Grossman has a chance to make it 5 at the line. The foul comes on Doppler.
Carson Yale, not just a great basketball player, but a great pitcher, and he kind of led the way pitching the ball around. Ended up getting to Grossman at the end and completed the and one.
Grossman now with 5 points in the game, 2 fouls apiece. 5.5 minutes into this contest. Class A down by 10. The B with a steal. Here goes Tyson Inget. Inget to the 10 off the window. Good for 2. A steal and score for Inget. Class A now with 6 turnovers, being sloppy with the basketball. We'll have a foul here as Erickson and Yale are banging on the inside. This foul will come across here on the Class B team of Carson Yale, his first, and the team's third with a little forecheck.
What a blowout so far for Class B. Great response after the loss last night.
And a really good start so far in terms of this particular one. Up by 12. Dvorak gonna spin. Looks for that pullback. Instead, will swing it around the horn as this one goes to Doppler. Doppler spins at the right wing inside. A little oop-de-oop, but can't finish. And a rebound comes down to Carson Yale in transition. Left-hand side jumper by Kurzman off the back rim. No, Grossman. Well, no one boxed him out. Yale took 2 guys with him, and 2 points on the way for Tate.
Second time he's been in the right place at the right time.
Derek Dissett now with the basketball, going hard down Main Street. Left-handed finger roll, layup for 2, and we're going to have a substitution timeout. Derek Dissett now with a team high 4 of the 7 for Class A. But right now, 19-5 to 19-7, that has been the difference maker in this game. Well balanced for Class B. They got 5 players in the scoring column, and Tate Grossman has 7 of those points. The aforementioned Grossman not going to give the dribble handoff to Feller. Looks back door. Rokamp got his hands up, gets the steal, but throws it back in right into the paint. Can't finish on the interior for 2. Was Tate Grossman, and a rebound by Ethan. Ray Brown the other way, right-hand side. This is Kraft. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Zach Kraft with the triple, his first points of the game. Class A back within single digits. Left to right, cross by Inget. High off the backboard. Can't get it to go, and a board by Brown. Brown almost lost it behind the back. Able to find an outlet man to Kraft, and they get it back here left-hand side to Reese Rokamp. Rokamp takes the ball screen by Mannock. Right-hand side back to Zach Kraft. He hit one just moments ago from there. Can't hit the second. Ball will be staved and played by Tyson Inget. I wonder if Inget takes dancing lessons, because that was like ballerina-esque on the baseline.
Does about everything else, but I didn't see anything on dancing.
Dribble pullback 3 by Feller. No, gets a second crack at it. That one is going to be off the mark and a board by Mannock.
And Grossman was a couple inches away from a throwdown.
As you'll handle it the other side. Rokamp, nice step through, tries to go up. There was a little bit of contact with the ball by Kurzman. Here goes Brown, right-hand side. Kraft back to the top. The key is Rokamp. 15 on the shot clock here. Rokamp trying to make his way down, finds Kraft on the left baseline. Deep 3 on the way, off the front tab, no, and a board by Connor Kurzman.
As Grossman with a rebound, actually, and dishing out to Inget now.
As that'll be the 3rd one of the game for Grossman. The right-handed side, 3-pointer is good on the way. There's Connor Kurzman, as he'll have a triple, the first one for the Garrison Troopers of the Knights. Brown here with the rock, going hard down the paint off of Inget. Then there's going to be a steal. Class B now with Kurzman in transition. Connor will handle it here, skips it near sideline to Inget. Inget will handle it, trying to get by Brown, does for 2. Tyson Inget with 6 points, and all of them have been at the rim, as we have a substitution timeout on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. Class B currently leads it by 14 points.
Great response for Class B. They're finding that balance that the Class B girls had over the last couple of games. The Class B boys finding it now tonight, and it showed.
It was a fun back-and-forth game yesterday until about the last 6 or 7 minutes of the second half, and that's when the A kind of blew it open a little bit, where it was too much for Class B. But Class B playing really salty defense. Facet Jr. with this steal, and they've got a ton of points so far in transition. Fassett, right pocket 3. Off the back tab, no rebound. Well, somehow Mannock was able to save it, but then there's a turnover right back with Covervig, and it's getting pinballed around, and it's going to be last touch off of Class A.
Covervig with those neon red shoes, letting you know where he is at all forms of the court.
As you'll have Talon back, he will handle the basketball. Right in front of the free throw line, extended, gets the ball right back. He was part of that off the backboard dunk to Yale with the assist last night. Backy can't get it to go. Reese Rokamp gets the tip. It almost looked like it might have grazed the top of the iron. Now it goes other side. Brown gets the three-pointer from the left wing for the Fargo Davies and future Bismarck State Mystic commit. Fassett on the inside. Ball gets deflected. Here goes Connor Kraft the other way. Kraft! The jackrabbit for 2. Kraft now with 5. Class A back within 9 on our Thunder Seed scoreboard, nearing the midway point of this first half. Stainbrook shoots it off the front iron. No, ball gets tapped around on the interior by Wanzik. Now to Fassett Jr. three-pointer. That one can't go, and we'll have the ball going out of play. Frenetic up and down tempo, but kind of what you would expect in this all-star game, James. It's been a 50-meter track meet so far inside the Bruin Den.
Absolutely. This is what all the fans wanted to see, this type. They want to see these guys, the best of the best, go at it and show them what they got.
Brown leaves it right-hand side to Rokamp here. Kraft comes around on the right wing. We'll see if he takes the ball screen. Does. There's the hedge, and a good block shot by Wanzik on the hedge as well. Now to Stainbrook. Stainbrook doesn't have numbers. Finds Fassett Jr. on the trail. Gets by Mannock. Right-handed finger roll layup. No. And Wanzik gets the offensive board, but then throws it away to Brown. Brown in the front court. Right to left cross. Gets to the paint. Kick out left-hand side. Kraft left pocket. 3! Splash City! Zach Kraft now with 6.
What a pass from Brown, majoring in cybersecurity. Next up for his collegiate career.
6-point deficit here for Class A. Class B looking for a bucket with Backey. Talon going down the paint to Wanzik. That'll be a turnover here on Class B. They have 6. Class A with 9. And here's a wholesale substitution coming in for both teams right now.
Kind of a flip of the script. Class A starting to get some rhythm here, starting to inch their way back into this one.
Tate Grossman leads all scorers with 7 from Harvey-Wells County. 6 points for Zach Kraft to lead Class A from Grand Forks Red River, and a pair of threes. Dvorak, left-handed dribble, leaves it right-hand side, Ryan Erickson. That matchup again with Carson Yale. Now it's Dissett. Dissett going hard to the paint. Block shot on the way. Well, you got the Garrison Trooper and Connor Kurzman blocking the Mountain High Magi and Derek Dissett.
A little bit of a mini rivalry there, same part of the same regions of the state.
Inbound on the way. Wallett to Dissett. Dissett takes a couple hard dribbles. Got 3 guys around him. Kick out now to Erickson. Erickson banging his way with a baby hook. Can't get it to go. Put back here by Derek Dissett. Gets the offensive board. Throws it up for the and one. And you'll have Dissett going to the free throw line, shooting a pair of free throws. The foul called by Shane Piatz. Tate Grossman will pick up his first and the team's 4th. Thunder Seed scoreboard, they put their crop in every spring and they take it out every fall. Just like you, they would never sell you seed before testing it in their own fields first. Thunder Seed first in the field. Check out their website at thunderseed.com. Dissett now with 5 points on the night, and just as good of a crowd in the boys' game as there was in the girls' game. 2 just really showcase events here on this Monday and Tuesday night in North Dakota. Class A down by 4. Tyson Inget with the basketball. Bounce pass right-hand side. Jumper by Kurzman from beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. And William Ware from Bismarck Century getting a run. To Dissett. Dissett to the 10. Right-handed scoop. No Ware. Put back. Can't get it to go. But a foul.
Yeah, Derek Dissett, everything's just flowing through him right now, and he's showing you that it's not just about talent, it's about effort and hustle, and he's got both.
Landon Koning's going to pick up the foul, so you got 1 on Koning, Backe, Inget, Grossman, and Yale so far. Class B with 5 team fouls. Ware got in, got a defensive board, an offensive board, and now gets rewarded from the free throw line. Fouls on Class A, Zach Kraft with 1 and Doppler with 1. Free throw opportunity to make it a 1-possession game. Ware able to go 1 of 2 from the stripe. And the Class A All-Stars are back within 3. Full court press here for Ware in that big frame at 6'6". And we got a timeout on the floor, brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North with Matt Norman and alongside the Class B All-Stars. Again, that is a Bank North timeout here as we take a break on yourliveevent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Bank North timeout, seeing some of the crowd inside the Fargo South Bruin Den here on yourliveevent.com. For more information on Bank North, go to ibanknorth.com. Chase Miller alongside James Martins and Joey Hughes with you here from Fargo South High School. Coming up at the half, we'll hear from the Fargo South head coach and also a representative. Well, we'll talk about that after a moment. I think this set looked up and kind of like a horse coming around that quarter turn in round 4 was saying, I got the home stretch in front of me, I want to dunk it. Fortunately, the Diet Coke and the Mountain Dew bottle were closed because our score hub is okay on press row there, James.
There was an opened kind of a sweet beverage as well. It looks like a float, but we're all safe here.
Inside will be Carson Yale. Can't get it to go. Rebound on the interior as we go the other side to Dvorak. But as I was mentioning, Mike Hendrickson will be joined by our own James Martins here at the half to talk about the selection of the Lions All-Stars. Derek Doucette hanging, shooting, and scoring inside the paint. Derek Doucette now with a team-high 8 points for Class A. All-Stars back within 1 now. Tyson Inget playing on a dribbling show. Right-hand side goes Landon Koenig. Crow hop, able to spin, shoot from 14. Oh, he deposited one. Not sure if he called it, but it still counts for 2.
Hard to believe the banks are still open this late at night.
8:41, that's called stealing money. Dvorak swings it out right-hand side. Wallet, open 3, no rebound. It'll be last touch off of Class B and Landon Koenig. 7:28 left in the first half of play. At one point, it was 19-5 with 13:50 left. Class B with a 14-point edge. That's their largest of the game. Class A, chance to tie or get it back within 1. Erickson spinning. Baby hook over Yale. Can't get it to go on a rebound by Tyson Inget. Inget left-hand side, now to Yale. Yale behind the line, three-pointer coming, able to bury one from the left side. Carson Yale with his first points of the game.
8th different score for Class B.
Derek Doucette able to skip it. Left wing William Ware tries the running floater. No, ball gets tapped out. Well, guess who? Tyson Inget in transition, and Class B's got numbers if they hurry. 4 on 3, slip past Yale. He wanted to dunk it. Instead, it's a rebound to Erickson. Erickson up the floor. Dvorak leaves it for Ware for 2. Ware with 3 points. Dvorak with the assist. We haven't seen a dunk yet tonight, but James, I think we'll get one.
I think so.
Other side of the floor, teardrop, can't get it to go on the interior by Grossman. Then there's a reach and foul after a Parker Willett defensive board. Foul will come across on Tate Grossman. That'll be his second and the team's 6th. Parker Willett from Turtle Mountain, a second-team All-Stater. And we go into Turtle Mountain Community College coming up here in the fall. His teammate Houston Davis heading to United Tribes, the All-WDA selection. Dvorak to Doucette, just to make it a 1-point game. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Landon Koenig. Then there's a foul coming.
Yeah, almost a deflection, almost a steal there for Willett, but got a little bit of contact first.
3 team fouls now for Class A. What have you liked about the run, James? Not from Class B, as we were talking about earlier, but what's been the difference for Class A in the last 6-7 minutes?
They've just been they finding a key guy to flow the offense through, whether it's Doucette, as that's made 3 there for Koenig from the corner. Whether it's Doucette or somebody else, they've found a guy to kind of go to.
Landon Koenig now with 5, and then a quick turnover the other way. Class A with 11 turnovers so far. It's a wholesale substitution yet again coming up. If you just joined us, you missed a thriller in the girls' game overtime. 97-88 Bergen Kinnebrew from Bismarck Century with a Lions basketball series high here, this Bismarck and Fargo in 2023 with 27 points. Brown gets the steal here for Class A. 8 turnovers now by the B. Class A down by 3 possessions. Brown on the Bruin paw here at center court. Takes not one but 2 screens. Kovarevic comes out on the hedge. Now to the top to Rokamp. Rokamp looking on the interior. Takes the ball screen here. Looks to pop a pass. Instead it's thrown away by Stainbrook. Stainbrook gives it on the interior. A little give and go to Backe. Can't find it. And Backe somehow comes up with the offensive board. 3-pointer. Feller rattling in and out. No. Stainbrook put back. Got it to go. Aiden Stainbrook, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Basket's good, and the foul coming on Ethan Mannock.
Yeah, usually not a good idea to try and throw it over a guy like Aiden Stainbrook, 6 foot plus, and he paid off for him at the offensive end.
Free throw opportunity here for Stainbrook. He had 7 threes last night at Bismarck High. Shots off the mark. Ethan Mannock from Wahpeton with his 4th rebound of the game. Rokamp, top of the key now. Back to left-hand side to Brown. Brown, right wing, 3-pointer, Kraft, and he tickles the twine. Zach Kraft now with 9.
All off 3, he made 3-pointers.
Back to a 2-possession contest here with 5 minutes left before we get to our halftime show. Sam Kovarevic, right-hand side, Backe, right of the key. Little shot fake going hard down the paint off the window and count it. A late and one here for Talon. Backe Hazen stand up in Fargo tonight.
The 9th scorer now for Class B, and Backe really found his rhythm, I think, in the second half last night in the loss to Class A. On the defensive side especially, and now the offense starting to come around.
Foul comes on Zach Kraft, his 2nd, team's 5th, as Backe finishes for the and one opportunity. 2nd and one of the contest here for Class B. Brown between the rings, right-hand side as this will go now to Connor Kraft. Connor Kraft, right baseline, triple, got it to go for 3. Connor Kraft then kind of looks back to the Class B bench. Mr. Yale might have been saying something to him or it.
5 threes for guys named Kraft for Class A, only 1 3 for guys not named Kraft.
And there's a steal. Here might be to Zach Dvorak the other way for 2. In transition, Kraft now with 11. It's a Kraft party here tonight inside the Bruin Den. Oh, what a spin by Feller. Unable to finish off the front of the rim. Zach Kraft gets the rebound, his 1st. Class A, a bucket here to make it a 1-possession game. Rokamp, free throw line runner. Off the front iron on the finesse shot. No, rebound to Stainbrook. Stainbrook left to right cross. Wraparound pass going to be stolen away. Here goes Kraft in transition. Bounce pass to Connor. Connor goes a little zip to Zach for 2. And we'll have a substitution timeout. Zach Kraft now with 13 points here on the evening. Class A back within 2 with 3:50 on our Thunder Seat scoreboard.
I think B's trying a little too hard right now to try and just be too quick. Slow it down a little bit and see if you can find the open man.
And 9 turnovers on Class B. Class A currently with 12. The B looking for the split. The A looking for the 2023 Lions All-Star Series sweep. Kovarevic, now to Stainbrook. Stainbrook against Ware. Uses that dribble to Wanzik from Shiloh Christian. Hand off now to Kovarevic. Kovarevic with single digits on the shot clock. Kovarevic looking to drive. Lost it off of Who and off of Sam. Turnover now number 10.
Remember, Chase, for now, the last Class A, Class B game in the Lions All-Star Series.
Yeah, we'll hear more about that at the half coming up as well, as this is going to be backdoor on the fine. Instead, it's going to be an interception. Stainbrook working with it the other way. Aiden to Backe. Backe uses up that dribble. Now to Kovarevic. Sam looking for it at the left wing. Rips it through. Backe almost with an over and back. Good D by Class A. Shot clock again to single digits. Backe 3. Halfway down. Can't get it to go. Dissett with a one-handed rebound. Dissett right-hand side. Ware. Shot fake back to Dissett. Nice give and go to Ware on the interior. And that one can't rattle in on these soft rims. Wanzik with the board. Other side. Here goes Feller. Feller dribble pullback 3. Off the front iron. No. Rebound. Being tossed forward by Stainbrook underneath. Then threw it off the left shoe of Davis.
Smart play there for Stainbrook. Just finding any parts, any shoe, any leg, any arm to throw it off of the opposing team and get it out of bounds.
As this has been a frenetic pace, a game that started at 8:22, 27 official minutes old so far. 17 and a half in terms of the game clock. As this will go to Mark Fassett Jr. Jumper from 15 feet off the iron, no good, and Anthony Doppler gets the rebound. Other side goes Ware, kick right-hand side. That's William Ware with the basketball, and he's able to finish for 2. Ware now with 5 in the contest. Tyson Inget going the other way. We're tied at 37 apiece.
Well, 7-2 run here for Class A.
Yale gets cut off by Dissett. Ware was looking to help. Someone's open. Inget pass. Oh, what a find to Landon Koenig for 2.
That's a similar play I drew up in elementary school. If you got the 3 open, take it. Otherwise, there's somebody underneath the basket. Pass it to him, and Koenig was the recipient of that.
Koenig was wide open on the skip. Ware will handle it. Make that Dissett, and Fassett Jr. will pick up the foul from Warwick, his first, team 7th, and now it'll be bonus opportunity here for Derek Dissett. 8 points in the game, 3 rebounds, 4 of 4 from the free throw line for the Mr. Basketball 2023 here in North Dakota. Dissett, free throw attempt up and good.
It seemed like chasing the girls' game that the gals were living at the free throw line. Now this time around, it's been a lot more of an even flow.
Free throw opportunity number 2 by Dissett, rattles out, rebound underneath here to Carson Yale. He's got his 4th. Left-hand side, Koenig open, left wing 3 on the way, rattling in and out. Then Dissett gets the tip. Mark Fassett trying to get the steal, and it's last touched off a Class B. You don't need a shot clock too much in this game, James. I think an NBA shot clock, we wouldn't even need to go down to 0.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
95 seconds before we get to the half. We'll recap the girls' game, take a look at the first half numbers, and have an interview with Mike Hendrickson. That's all coming up at our halftime show. Anthony Doppler with it. Right-hand side goes Ware. Ware with it. Double team comes. Backdoor find. Oh, what a find by a streaking Houston Davis. That sounds like a law firm, by the way. It's a 1-point edge for Class A. They get a steal. Ware up the floor. Here goes Doppler with a 2-handed rim rocking jam. And then Doppler hit the deck with a little wet spot there. Connor Kurzman underneath him. Everyone looks to be all right. There's dunk number 1 of the game. So 1:09 left here before we get to the half. Class A, over 100 points yesterday. Right now they're not averaging to get there, but still a ton of time left. As what we've seen here, it doesn't take too much to score 5 or 6 points for one of these teams in a flurry. Fassett Jr. left wing. This one goes Kurzman. Spot him up from the left elbow. No, pull it back. Oh! The 2-handed rim-rocking Carson Yale jam.
Not as good as the end of the game last night, but still pretty darn decent.
Dissett on the interior. William Ware cutting to the paint for 2. Ware now a 7. Give Dissett the assist. Tyson Inget on the interior. Leaves it left-hand side. This to tie for Kurzman, and he gets fouled by Doppler. Doppler with his 3rd, team 6th. Going to the free throw line. Upcoming here will be Connor Kurzman to shoot the free throws. Class B, this will be free throw attempt 3, 4, and 5 in the contest here for the B All-Stars. Connor Kurzman, 1st of 3 on the way, is off the front iron. It's been about Kurzman heading to Bismarck State College, a 2nd-team All-Stater in Class B. School record for the Troopers. Love the nickname Troopers. 2nd free throw attempt upcoming. Is going to be good. Well balanced here for Class B up and down the board. 9 players in the scoring column Class A so far. Currently was 7. Class B trying to get back to a 1-point deficit here, and then there's a 4-second differential between shot clock and the game clock. Free throw opportunity is up and good for Kurzman. Connor Kurzman now with 5 points in the game. Anthony Doppler in the front court takes the ball screen by Erickson. Doppler, 14-footer, is good for 2. Anthony Doppler now has 4. Tyson Inget goes the other way, and the Class B can hold for the final shot of the half if they so desire, to try to get back within 1 or possibly tie. Fassett Jr. cleared out here with Houston Davis. Ankle cross. Handoff right-hand side as they give it now to Carson Yale. Yale with 5 to Fassett with 4. With 3, Mark Fassett Jr. to the paint. Ryan Erickson almost gets the end one. Erickson with the foul, his 1st, team 7th. as you'll have Mark Fassett Jr. going to the free throw line and shooting 2. And the United Tribes coming up here in the fall, the All-State Class B basketball team as well here for Fassett Jr. at the state tournament. Free throw attempt is in and out. 1.3 enough for a tip or maybe another Carson Yale dunk. We'll find out what we get here with the final moments of the first half. Fassett goes 1 of 2. Davis inbounds, ball gets tipped, and that'll end the first half of play. After one half of play on our Thunder Seed scoreboard, it's Class A 46. Well, hold on here. We'll see if they put a little bit of time on the clock. They might. Yes, they do. 0.3. So just enough, realistically, for a tip. No catch and shoot. As we'll see what Class A is able to do with this one. Davis has to inbound it. Gives it to Doucette. Tries to get the shot off. It won't matter anyway. So now it is official on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. It's Class A 46, Class B 44. Derek Doucette on the way here for the Class A All-Stars was 9 points. Zach Kraft with 13 for Class B. Kurzman had 7. Tate Grossman with 7. Kurzman with 5. And Landon Koenig with 7 as well. We're back after this with a look at the first half numbers. And James Martins will be standing by with Mike Hendrickson as well. All coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out to your farm, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchases. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
From the opening kickoff and first pitch to the final whistle and finish line, no matter the season, Rugby Insurance Agency is there to support and celebrate our student athletes. The names and faces may change from year to year, but what never changes is the need to protect the things you value most. We hope you consider us when choosing your insurance team. Stop by and meet the members of our team, Amanda, Chad, and me, Keith. Rugby Insurance Agency, your insurance players of the game. 776-6980.
Back inside Fargo South High School on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. Class A leads it by 2. We'll take a look at the first half numbers. But first, standing by with our own James Martins is the Fargo South boys basketball coach and also one of the chair in terms of the Coaches Association who works with the Lions All-Star Series. That is Mike Hendrickson. James, let's toss it down to you.
Hey, thanks, Chase. And again, please be joined by Mike Hendrickson. And Mike, I'm sure the main question that everybody wants to know when they see the roster come out is, how do these players from Class A and Class B, how do they get selected?
Well, you know, it's a long process. It just doesn't happen in one-day deal. But Mike Sorley's the other co-chairman with me, and we talk all year long. We're watching some film. We go through our old conference teams, old EDC team, old WDA team, and you know, also a lot of talking to the coaches. And the B is a little bit different. The B turns around, has eight region representatives. They get together, make their selection. Class A a little bit different. We have our WDA meeting and our EDC meeting, and we try to take 6 from the west and 6 from the east. And again, it's a process. A lot of the coaches' input. You know, we want them to be good, well-rounded kids. We got about 19, 20 different little stipulations that we want each kid to be able to follow. And you know, and sometimes it's not always the superstars. It might be that these are the kids that are the most deserving of it, and that's what we kind of look for.
Got to be a tough process when it comes down to it in selecting. How long do you guys usually meet for? How do those war rooms go for selecting the players?
You know, it really is that way. I mean, there's some comes down, you know, and it's pretty easy to get the top 4 kids, 5 kids, whatever. And then when it starts filling in there, it's, you know, coaches are fighting for their own kids. And you know, that's the fun part of the process. And like you said, sometimes, I mean, the meeting, it's not an hour meeting. I mean, sometimes it goes on and on and on, and finally we just have to say, hey, we're going to make this decision and go this route. And, you know, we have 12 players, and then, you know, we have a group of alternates, and that alternates could be 6 kids, it could be 2 kids, and it just depends on how it fills in throughout the year and what happens.
Talk about making decisions and going different routes. We will go a different route next year with the Lions All-Star Series as the state of North Dakota is going from 2 classes to 3 classes. I know there's still a lot of conversation to be had, but what can you tell us about what the process might look like next year?
Well, I'll know a lot more next Friday. On Tuesday, we're meeting as our group again. And, we've had a lot of discussion on it, and it's like this. It seems like, monthly we're talking about it, meeting about it, what's going to happen with it. And, we have some ideas, we have some directions, and a lot of people are giving us their opinions, so what it should be like, and that's kind of fun, too, to hear how, hey, let's try this and let's try that. And, we want it to be unique. We want it to be different than what football is doing, than what volleyball is doing, and that's one of the things we talked about as a group. But on Tuesday, we're going to have that decision. We're going to make it. And then on Thursday, to our coaches, we have, next week is the North Dakota High School Coaches Association here in Fargo. And then on Thursday, our basketball meeting, we're going to present it and go that way. So I guess I can't really tell you exactly what it is because I don't know exactly what it is yet. And we'll go from there.
Got to be a great crowd. It's a great crowd here tonight. Got to be a great atmosphere. You got to be pleased with how it's gone so far.
This is great. I mean, it's just the atmosphere. We were talking to the 2 girls coaches today, and putting the bleachers out on the ends and just seeing all the people sitting around, and it's like, wow, this is great. I mean, it's just electric in this gym, and that's the way it should be. Girls game goes to overtime. The boys game right now, 46-44 at halftime. This is what's great for the fans.
Fargo South head coach and North Dakota High School Coach Association Class A representative Mike Hendrickson. Mike, thanks so much, and we'll see you around.
Hey, thank you very much. Enjoy having you guys here.
Back to you, Chase.
Thank you very much, James. As we'll take a break here on our Thunder Seat scoreboard, Class A leads it by 2. First half numbers around the corner on yourliveevent.com.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out to your farm, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchases. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today, RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
As we're back here on our halftime show, Class A 46, Class B 44 on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. The goal of Thunder Seed is to maximize your profits with high-quality seed developed through innovation, technologies, and hard work. Call Thunder Seed today on the number right on screen at 218-422-9011. First half numbers, team numbers roll like this. Class A with 13 turnovers, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 7 players in the scoring column, 6 threes, and 20 rebounds. Class B on the team side, 11 turnovers, 10 players in the scoring column, 5 of 7 from the stripe with 3 made threes and also 20 rebounds. Individual numbers, Class A, 13 points with Mr. Zach Kraft with 3 made threes, 9 for Derek Dissett with 4 boards. He's 5 of 6 from the stripe. Connor Kraft with 8 points, 2 threes, and 2 rebounds. From there, you have the 7-board William Ware 1 of 2 from the free throw line with a couple of boards. 4 points by Doppler, 3 by Ray Brown, and 2 by Houston Davis. Class A led by Zach Kraft with 13 points. For Class B, led by the 7 of Landon Koenig from Mayport CG and the 7 for Tate Grossman. He did all that damage early on in the opening handful of minutes. 7 points and 3 rebounds for Grossman. 5 points then for Connor Kurzman. 5 points for Carson Yale with 4 boards. 4 points for Sam Convervig. 4 by Aiden Stainbrook. You have 3 points by Talon Backey, 2 on the way for Brady Feller, and 1 by Mark Fassett Jr. Class B again led by the 7 of Koenig and the 7 of Tate Grossman. That's a look at the first half numbers. We're back after this with a recap of what happened in the girls' game, and we'll get you set for the second half. That's next from Fargo South in the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on yourliveevent.com.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back here on yourliveevent.com. Earlier on the girls' side, went to overtime. Class A would eventually prevail 97-88. They split the series in 2023 with Class B, but James, the 3 players on the girls' side for Class A in Kinderbrew, and Mariley Simon and Chloe Fowle really were the difference in that second half and overtime.
Yeah, you talk about big 3, right, in NBA, really, any sport, really, and those are the big 3, especially in the second half. But, I mean, you had some unsung heroes come in overtime. Falk made a huge 3, and some other performances on the defensive side as well that don't go down to the scorebook. So it really was a team effort, but those 3 for sure led the charge.
As we take a look at this second half, is there a particular player or a particular storyline that you're looking forward to here in this back and forth game? I mean, it was 19-5 at one point. Class B, that's their largest lead of the game, but Class A, it came chopping back at the bit and eventually took the lead in the half.
Well, you take a look at just this stat right here. It tells the difference. Yesterday, in the first half, there were 5 Class B players that made a field goal. Tonight, 9. It's almost doubled, and that's the key thing. The balance is there. Grossman was 7, Inget was 6, Koenig was 7. I mean, everybody has at least 2 points, and nobody's more than 7. And that balance is what the girls did so well in that first game for Class B in Bismarck, and the boys are picking it up here in the second time.
Take one more timeout. We're back after this with second half action from South on your live event.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Chase Miller alongside James Martins and Joey Hughes with you here on yourliveevent.com. If you missed any of our coverage yesterday, go to our website, yourliveevent.com, or also go to our YouTube page, click subscribe. You can watch everything we like to say for free because of our great sponsors across the state of North Dakota. Thanks to them, and you can watch all the dunks and three-pointers and ones from yesterday in Bismarck, and that today by going to your live event. Second half action here from Fargo South. Mark Fassett Jr. to Sam Convervig to Stainbrook. Staggered screen. 3. Splashes it home. That is a lot familiar from what we saw yesterday, James, from the North Border product.
The 6'4" Eagle flying high from both facets of the game.
He's going to the University of Jamestown coming up in the fall. Brown, little shovel pass on the interior to Connor Kraft, who spins. Jab step on Yale. Oh, what a move by Connor Kraft. Put Yale on the spin cycle. Connor Kraft in double digits now with 10. As this will go now to Mark Fassett Jr. Bounce pass inside. Yale tried to rise for the dunk. Just couldn't balance it properly. Mannock with the defensive board. Ball goes to Reese Rokamp here. Rokamp at the free throw line. Crosses over. Gets by his man. Put back by Connor Kraft. No, and it'll be a goaltend signature, so it won't count anyway, with Shane Piatz, Todd Rowe, and Kanan Kuhneman are a three-man officiating crew here tonight. Class A leads it by a point. Dare we say, might we have a second overtime tonight?
Don't say that, Chase.
Mark Fassett Jr., a little shovel pass to Carson Yale for 2. Yale now with 7. So you have 7 with Stainbrook, 7 with Carson Yale, 7 with Grossman, and 7 with Landon Koenig. That's a lot of 7s.
It's good omen.
Ray Brown, right-hand side 3. Halfway down, no. Long rebound goes to Rokamp. Rokamp with his second board of the contest. Now to Kraft, That's Zach to Connor. Connor, left wing free throw line extended back to Rokamp. Able to get by Kovarovic right down Main Street. Right-handed finger roll, layup for 2, and Rokamp has his first bucket.
Grandma likes that.
In the front court now, it's going to go to Sam Kovarovic, playing a little two-man game there with Yale. Carson Yale backdoor on the slip to Landon Koenig, and a block shot, but Mannock will call for the foul as getting hit in the head, says Todd Rowe.
That's a college-level pass there for Carson Yale, ready to go at Minot State.
And with that size for Carson Yale, able to see it, and really good job by Landon Koenig. Those are some big fellas right there. It's 6'6" for Landon Koenig, and also for Carson Yale at 6'10". Landon Koenig at the free throw line. First free throws of the contest. This to tie. And he misses. Goes 0 for 2, Class A. We'll get the rebound here with Mannock. Other side goes Brown. Brown spins. Leaves it between the rings now to Rokamp. Reese Rokamp able to looking to back down Stainbrook. Finds coming off a screen in Brown. Brown hard to the paint. Right-handed layup. Can't get it to drop. Kovarovic in the front court. Leaves it right-hand side to Yale. Yale to Stainbrook, right down the paint, and there's a foul. Connor Kraft will pick up his first, team's second. And so far in this second half, we're starting to see Class B get a little bit more into the paint here, James, early on to start this half.
Yeah, absolutely. It helps when you have guys like Yale and Stainbrook to kind of stretch the floor a little bit. If it's clogged in the interior, to find an outlet pass.
Free throw opportunity here by Stainbrook is up and in. Now with 8 points. And in first team All-State in Class B. Also join him as a fellow teammate here on the B All-Stars and Tyson Inget. Stainbrook led all scorers for Class B last night. We'll try to do it again here tonight. On the interior, there goes Brown. Goes up, and Mark Fassett Jr. with a really good job going down on the basketball and getting it out of bounds.
I've been really impressed with Fassett's just ball movement and ability to find the open man, and it's just smooth.
Let's just put it this way. Everybody inside the Bismarck events in the quarterfinals was a Warwick Warrior fan, unless you were wearing red in Central Cass on that quarterfinal round day. Kraft with it, no. Shot on the inside. Mannock, left-handed putback, yes. Mannock, he's impacting the game, James. He only has 2 points, but he has 7 rebounds. Fassett Jr. in the front court. Class A back up by 1. Yale wants to get it to 2 the other way for Class B, and he does it, showing the range for Carson Yale. Now in double digits for Yale with 10. Crossed by Rokamp, lost it, turnover on Class A, their first of the half. Now to Kovarovic, going the other way. Kovarovic trying to get by Zach Kraft. Uses that dribble. Brown almost gets the steal. Now to Fassett Jr. Fassett going hard down the paint, and there is the steal. Going to Reese Rokamp for the two-handed little dunk jam. Rokamp able to kind of do a chin-up on it. He's got 4 and a substitution timeout on the floor. As Class B will bring in a wholesale of changes. Class A, excuse me.
Houston Davis out there. William Ware comes back out. Dvorak out there as well as Derek Doucette. And Wallette, think of the 5 out there now.
Sam Kovarovic will handle it right wing. Guarded there by Ware. To Fassett Jr. Mark, nice dribble, pullback, 15-footer, buried it. Mark Fassett Jr., a dribbling and a shooting clinic put into one.
You know, I said smooth just a little bit ago, and he backed that up right there.
Left-hand side to Dvorak here for Class A, trying to back his man down, whips it, a pass, right-hand side Davis. Houston, guarded by Yale, looking back door, flips it, left wing, Doucette, rise up, shoot up, three-pointer, no rebound, Dvorak, put back, got it to go for 2.
Put back by Alex Dvorak.
Dvorak with his first bucket of the night.
That's now the 10th Class A All-Star in the scores column.
Tied at 56 here at the 16-minute mark on our Thunder Seat scoreboard in the second half. Aiden Stainbrook, and we'll have a reach foul here on Davis. Houston Davis will pick up his first, team's third for Class B. They currently have a goose egg in that column in terms of team fouls.
Another platoon change here. Inget, Wanzik, Kurzman, and Badkey and Grossman out there.
Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show as we'll have some player comments brought to you in part by our friends at Bell Bank, and also get to our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play / players of the game. That and more coming up on our post-game. Dribble pullback, three-pointer off the mark by Grossman. Rebound underneath goes to Derek Dissett, his fifth. Dissett guarded by Tyson Inget. Left-hand side goes Davis, and this will get tapped out of bounds. Last touch, they'll say, off of Wanzik from Shiloh Christian. Good-looking crowd here, seeing a handful that were here for the girls' game, staying for the boys. Two really good crowds in Bismarck and in Fargo here this year for the Lions All-Star Series. Davis gives it to Dvorak. Dvorak goes behind the back. Dribble, pullback, 15-footer. Can't get it. Tipped out, goes to Davis. And give the little hockey assist, if you will, to his Turtle Mountain teammate right there with Ouellette.
Yeah, Davis had a really good first half last night in the Bismarck contest with 9 points in the first half, 11 to close out the game. Hasn't quite found the scores column tonight, but has made an impact in other ways.
Talon Backey with the foul. He'll pick up his second, team's first, as Davis misses the first of two free throw opportunities. At the half, it was a 2-point margin for Class A, 46-44. It still has nip and tuck here in the opening 4.5 minutes of the second half as Houston Davis makes the second free throw. A little full court pressure defense now by Class A on those purple with uniforms with gold numerals. For Class B, out in those all gold with purple numbers. Tyson Inget was going up. Foul will come across here on Class A. And this will be on Alex Dvorak, his first and the team's fourth. Tyson Inget making his way to Williston State College coming up here in the fall to play collegiate basketball.
That's a really nice campus out there in the northwest quarter of the state.
And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. It's a Bank North timeout. We're back after this here on your liveevent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
It's a Bank North timeout here. Bank North, they take community to heart, helping customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. Bank North is more than a bank. They're a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. That again is ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. In this second half, Class A with 4 points with Reese Rokamp to lead the way, while for the Class B All-Stars, the 5 points with Aiden Stainbrook and the 5 points by Carson Yale. James, 4.5 minutes here in this second half on our Thunder Seat scoreboard. It's been a lot of fun, just like we saw last night in Bismarck.
It has, but, it was close last night, too, in the Bismarck contest, and then Class A pulled away near the end. So can Class B hang around long enough to make it a game long enough, or will Class A continue to do what they did last night and pull away late?
As they have a handful of presentations on the floor, they're awarding $3,000, $1,000 each in college tuition scholarship. And a little background here on the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. The commitment by the two Lions clubs, one in Bismarck and one in Fargo, is to provide the players and coaches with a healthy and sound program and enhance the individual Lions Club team members, sponsors, and those that are part of it. The key to success of Lions Club is marked by the motto of Lionism in terms of we serve. The 4 games continue to be a fundraising event for the Lions Clubs to escalate their dedication to Lions-isms as well, as they go everything from sight and health, focus on diabetes, recognition, prevention, assistance, and education of the disease. A couple of folks that we want to thank with those Lion Cubs members here on the eastern side of the state in Ghislaine, and also Daryl working with them hand in hand over the last handful of months to get this ready. Thanks to Alan Doctor, the chairman of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series, for helping us out as well. And the Lions Club, James, again, they don't necessarily need the recognition. They just like to help out in any way they can in different facets within the community.
And great ways to serve in different communities. Of course, coming from rugby, they do the music in the park out there. And, I mean, that's just one example of how the Lions clubs, they don't do just the same things over and over again. They do different ways to get the communities engaged, but they all accomplish one goal, and that's to serve and to give back.
Tyson Inget will go to the free throw line shooting 2. Alex Dvorak picked up the foul. Free throw opportunity here for Tyson Inget is up and good. Now with 7 points in the contest. Class B in the second half, 3 of 5 so far from the free throw line. Tied at 57, and now it's a 1-point edge here for Class B. So we've been tied at 54, 56, and 57. Do you got bingo? It's a 1-point margin here for the Class B All-Stars. A little shake and bake by Dvorak. Left-handed finger roll. No. Put back Davis. Yes.
Basket by Davis.
Houston Davis with 5 points and 2 rebounds for the Turtle Martin Braves product. Inget on that emblem. Left-hand side of the bounce pass to Grossman. Take Grossman. Little slip. Goes now to Backey. Backey on the interior. Wanzik hanging, shooting, and scoring for 2. Jay Wanzik with his first bucket.
Wanzik lives down there, and that's exactly where they need to find him.
Right-hand side to Dvorak. Slings it. As that'll go to where? Left hand now to Davis. Davis looking on the interior to Wallette. Wallette has a little size advantage, spins, but Backey trying to get the rip-away steal. There's 3 guys around him, and somehow Wallette will go to the free throw line. Wanzik will pick up the foul. It almost looked like Backey, James, kind of a thief in the night, was going to get the ball. Instead, it's 2 free throws here for Wallette.
His first personal foul, second team foul.
Parker Wallette here will go to the stripe. Chance to tie now for Class A. Free throw is off the mark. Now 1 of 3 in the second half for Class A from the stripe. 7 of 11 in the contest. Free throw opportunity number 2 is off the front iron, and a rebound will come underneath. Forward here to take Grossman, his 4th. Grossman, nice pass inside. Wanzik can't get it to go. Rebound over Davis. Put back, good for 2.
Put back by number 34.
Jay Wanzik, 4 points, 4 rebounds, part of Shiloh Christian. They get a steal here, state runner-up in the Class B tournament, and then Class A almost gets a steal going the other way.
Shiloh, Brad Miller is doing a heck of a job down there in the capital city, and it just seems like they just find large guys that can shoot 3-pointers just from everywhere, and it certainly paid off with that runner-up finish.
Class B up by 3. Brad Miller, one of the coaches here for Class B, with Matt Norman from Central Cass. Shots off the mark. Alex Dvorak gets the rebound in Class A. Kirby Krefting from Red River and Travis Hogue from Fargo North. This one will get popped down the inside, and there's a turnover. Number 15 out for the A All-Stars, and there's the, bump by Dvorak as he'll pick up the 2nd and the team's 5th. Line change coming in here for the Class A All-Stars, and all of a sudden you look up at that clock, there's a lot of time left. If Class A gives up one more foul here, James, Class B could be living at the free throw line for a majority of the second half.
Yeah, certainly got to be aware of that. Got to have that basketball IQ is how they call it.
Left-hand side, Grossman. Coming off the staggered screen is Backey. Backey dribble pullback 3 on the way. Talon buries one from the left wing. He's got 6.
Nice move there from the Hazen Bison.
3 3-pointers in the half, 6 in the game for Class B. Brown, left-hand side to Rokamp. Rokamp at the left wing takes the screen. Connorcraft rolls nothing there. Now to Zach. Reese gets the ball back, jab step, top of the key, high arching three, no rebounds. Will be with Backey, who gives it, and then it's going to be a turnover going the other way. Class A Connor Kraft, and he's going to get mugged as Kraft goes to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul will come across on Tyson Inget, his second in the team's third.
Selfless basketball there for Class A to try and find the open man underneath. A couple of really nice passes to set it up.
Second team All-Stater here for Kraft, part of that Shanley Deacon team to make it to the state tournament this season before losing to Century in the quarterfinals at the Fargo Dome. And to Brookings, South Dakota, and playing the Summit League coming up here is Kraft. Goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line now with 11.
Shanley, if memory serves you right, got out to a great start in that game, and then Century kind of played lights out.
Wanzik the other way with the feed by Inget. Wanzik now with 6 all in the second half, and he's really been the difference maker with that 7-point lead for Class B.
Absolutely. I said energy builder in the pregame, and he's certainly keeping the energy up for Class B.
Ethan Mannock, nice turnaround left-handed jumper the other side of the floor here for the Class A All-Stars. Backey crossing over. Lost it for a moment, trying to get the ball right back. Slips it, right-hand side, Kurzman. Almost a steal by Kraft to Grossman in the backcourt. And now there is the steal. Connor Kraft lost it, tips it, regains possession, gets through a little foul and one. Oh, that was like a little oop-de-oop on the way for Connor Kraft.
The patience there and the follow-through from Kraft to go the distance, and it pays off for him.
Foul comes across here on Tate Grossman. He'll pick up his third, team's fourth, and Connor Kraft now with 5 in the contest, 13 in the game. That is 5 in the second half. Free throw opportunity for Class A to try to get it down to a 2-point game, and Connor's able to do it. Oh, this one just smells like the girls' game earlier. Nip and tuck, back and forth we go. Koenig on the baseline off the window, good for 2.
Can't be more wide open than that.
Landon Koenig now with 9. Ray Brown the other way, able to spin, hang, shoot. Oh, what a move by Brown. Just unable to finish, and a rebound by Stainbrook.
So I always say it ain't pretty unless you finish the shot.
Stainbrook with 9 points, 5 rebounds. Left-hand side, Landon Koenig. Koenig with the bounce pass on the interior, goes to Carson Yale on the baseline. Nice little slip across the way, and a foul by Brown. Brady Feller will go to the free throw line. Brown picks up the foul, his first, team 6th, and Feller from Bishop Ryan with 2 points in the game, a chance to add on to it.
Yeah, common theme in athletics and in life from rivals to friends, right? Two teammates, Yale and Feller, of course, doing battle in Region 6, Class B, and now hooking up for that chance at the free throw line.
Feller misses the free throw opportunity, heading to Williston State College coming up in the fall, second team All-Stater. Free throw attempt number 2 is also short, and Connor Kraft able to chase down the loose ball.
Fast, athletic backcourt coming to Williston State with Feller and Inget.
As you'll have Brown left-hand side, Zach Kraft left wing. 3! Tickles the twine.
I was wondering when he was going to come back. Had a great first half, and he's back here in the second half.
Kraft with 16 points. That's his 4th made triple. Feller, Landon Koenig, this nearly NBA range off the Markno Reese Rokamp with his 3rd rebound. Rokamp going the other side with the basketball, uses up that dribble, finds Mannock, now to Kraft. Top of the key, Rokamp, right to left cross, left-hand side, Brown for the lead, yes sir! Ray Brown with the triple, his 2nd one of the contest. What can Brown do for you? Up by 2 here for Class A at the 11-minute mark. Sam Kovervig, left wing now to Yale. Yale with a little rocker step, goes behind the back to Kovervig. Kovervig double team comes, was it tipped out of bounds? No, it was not. It will be off of Kovervig and a turnover here and a timeout by Matt Norman. It's a Bank North timeout as the Class A All-Stars lead it by 2 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Back here on our Thunder Seed scoreboard, Class A leads at 71-69 here on our Class A with a 2-point lead. Part of our Bank North timeout here as the raffle ticket 50-50 will be coming in. It looks like someone from across the way is going to be a happy winner of over $500+. James, what would you do with $500 tonight?
I have about a list of 20 things I do with about $500.
For the Class A All-Stars, they'll handle the basketball after a turnover with Sam Covervig before we went to break. So now they just have to validate the ticket to make sure everything is right. This is what you get in the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. Chase Miller, James Martins, Joey Hughes with you here. Crazy to think a little over a month and a week from now we will get to high school sports in terms of football. We'll already get to golf in early August and some other fall sports, but high school football kicks off on August the 18th. Volleyball gets underway in August. It is right around the corner, James, and, well, I'm just happy to be on vacation for a week to mentally unplug and get away.
Yeah, well, I did that in June, and you certainly need that with the type of schedule we got, but wouldn't have it any other way.
Class A with the lead up by 2. Rocamp right-hand side goes to Kraft at Zach. Pirouettes now to the top of the key corner. Left wing, Rocamp. Rocamp dribble handoff now to Brown. Brown going hard inside the paint. Jumper from 14 off the back tab. No, and a rebound to Carson Yale. Yale now with 5 boards in the contest. Covervig takes the ball screen here, and there's the hedge by Connor Kraft. Just had the reach coming through there with Connor. His second, team 7th, and line him up and shoot it up here for Sam Covervig with the 1-and-1.
Yeah, what a run for Central Cass this year. Both the Class B girls and boys champions. Not sure the last time that the school has swept both A and B. It's been quite a long time.
Free throw opportunity is up and good with Covervig. He's got 5. Second free throw opportunity to try to make it 6 here. Free throw is up and good. So Covervig now with 6. And we're tied at 71 apiece. Brown going inside the paint, right-hand side at Mannock, as that'll go now to Rocamp. Rocamp, little curl hop through the paint to Kraft. Zach with 15 on the shot clock as we near the midway point of the second half. Brown steps into a 3. One's going to be off the mark. Mannock saves it interior. Rocamp gets his man up in the air, able to use the rim to his advantage for the 2 points. Really nice save, though, by Ethan. He's got 8 boards. Reese Rocamp now with 6 points and 3 rebounds for the future Marauder. Substitution timeout on the floor as the A All-Stars will make a line change here. Covervig will bring it in the front court. Class B with the rock to Stainbrook. Stainbrook, little pick and roll action to Yale. Just let him up too far in front of it. Erickson with the steal. Turnover number 16. Doppler looking on the interior, finds Erickson at the high post. Erickson gives it off the head of the set. Derek keeps that dribble, however, looking for Ware. Crossing over, leaves it. Erickson, left wing 3, coming, got it! Ryan Erickson with the triple, his first points of the contest.
Still nothing better in my mind in basketball than a big man who could shoot the 3.
A 5-0 mini run on our Thunder Seed scoreboard here for Class A. Class B looking for a bucket. Stainbrook, this would help. 3-pointer, no. Off the front iron rebound. Well, going to be one eventually by Doppler. Up the other side of the floor. Almost got tapped in a turnover here for the A All-Stars. Carson Yale to the 10 for 2.
Derek Doucette preventing the dunk, at least at that time.
12 points here for Carson Yale. Class B back within a possession. And here's kind of where the storyline was yesterday when Class A went on a run and kind of finished the game. Erickson left-hand side, and we're going to have a timeout here on the floor before the shot by Erickson. Travis Hogue called the timeout. Erickson hit the three. That timeout's brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North. It's Class A up by 3 on your live event.
I want to do everything to the best of my ability.
Travel.
My bad. On the court and on the road. If I make a mistake, I want to know.
Lane violation.
And when I'm at my best, I want to see the rewards. That's why I signed up for the Drive for Less program with Nodak Insurance. I drive safely so I could save up to 30% on my insurance premium. Driving safe and saving money? That's a good call. Download the Nodak Insurance app today.
76-73. Go to ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Inside the Bruin den here, Class A leads it by 3. They'll take the timeout. That'll be their first one of the contest. Class B will have 2 on the opposite side. Class B with 4 team fouls. Class A currently with 7, and that's a little set recap. Where to inbound it on the baseline. Looking to flip it on the interior. Ball gets deflected by Wanzik, and Erickson just lets it slowly go out of play. Kind of like a bunt up the third baseline is going to go fair or foul. As Erickson will set a pick, trying to get Dessette open. Where on the inbound? Dessette, shot fake. Help comes. Dessette repositions himself, and he lost it off his right knee on his way up. Turnover on Class A. Well, if this was a normal high school game, and you were talking, and by means I mean normal as a regular season, 18 turnovers and 16 turnovers would not be something the coaches would like, James.
Not at all. You like to kind of stay 10 or less. If you can stay at single digits for turnovers, you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Well, on this frenetic pace, it is definitely going to happen. Doppler with it, almost lost it, gets the ball back. Now Erickson, NBA range, no. Rebound, put back where? No. Rebound, tip down, Inget. And now Tyson will work with it the other side. Kurzman. Inget, left wing, three-pointer coming. And we're tied at 76. Inget now in double digits with 11.
Well, I think if you question the balance level of all these teams, I think textbook.
Derek Dessette skips it right-hand side. Ware wants the lead back, and he's got it. William Ware with the triple, now in double digits with 10. Class B, what can they do this time down the floor? Take Grossman, skips it right-hand side to Kurzman. Kurzman can shoot it from there, almost wanting to pull the 3. Now to Fassett Jr. Mark dribbling, uses up that dribble. Tyson Inget, right wing shot clock to single digits. Inget, drive, kick, left-hand side. To Grossman, spins on to set off the window. Oh, what a move by Tate. Other side of the floor goes Dvorak. Dvorak pops a pass. Erickson for the answer 3. Off the front iron, no, and a rebound to Tate Grossman, his 5th board of the game. Cosby can take the lead. Grossman right down Main Street. Finger roll layup. How do you do for 2? Tate Grossman now in double digits with 11. Class B leads it by 1 on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. Ware will handle the rock. Ball gets skipped near sideline to set. Three-pointer off the backboard. Can't get it to go. And a long rebound in the hands of Connor Kurzman. 5 points and a rebound here for Connor. Might we see triple digits tonight?
We'll have to wait and see.
Grossman lost it. Now it's Derek Dessette to Ryan Erickson. Erickson to Dessette. Dessette going hard down the paint, and there's a foul. Fassett Jr. with his second, team's 5th. Derek Dessette goes to the free throw line with 9 points. And he has yet to score in the second half. That just doesn't sound right for Derek Dessette.
Yeah, you can see it on his face. He's a little bit frustrated. He said, man, what do I got to do to get a bucket?
5 of 6 from the free throw line so far for Derek. Free throw opportunity is up and good. Now we'll join the double figure parade with Zach Kraft, Connor Kraft, also with Mr. Ware here for the Class A All-Stars. We've been tied a plethora of times here in the second half. Free throw opportunity number 2 is up and in.
There's plethora on your bingo card.
50,
knock it off.
54, 56, 57, 71, 76, and 80. But who's counting? Wanzik to Fassett. Oh, nice no-look play to Wanzik. That might be your play of the game right there. What a dish by Fassett Jr.
Mr. Smooth at it again.
Erickson spinning on the other side. Baby hook, right-handed layup off the backboard for 2.
big men have finesse too.
The UND commit showing you he can handle the rock. Now with 5. Grossman goes behind the back, looking for it to Mark Fassett Jr. 3! Off the back tab, no. Long rebound out to Dvorak. Dvorak in transition gives it to Ware. Ware back to the top now to Doppler as they reverse it to Derek Doucette, who goes into Travis Hogue and barrel rolls him over. Doucette and Hogue look to be okay, but it's an and one for Fassett Jr. the other way.
Does Coach Hogue get an opportunity in an and one? Foul from Doucette?
He looks to be all right. He might be a little black and blue in the morning. The and one opportunity is good. That's going to be the 8th team foul on Class A. Dvorak will pick up the foul, his third, but a really nice last couple of possessions for Mark Fassett Jr. with the slip pass and the and one opportunity. 5 points, now with 6. Free throw is up and good. Class B leads it by 2. Left-hand side goes Ware. Ware with the rock now to Doppler. They reverse it right-hand side around the horn now to Davis. Davis on the interior to Erickson. Erickson trying to back down Wanzik. It's Bismarck Century versus Bismarck Shiloh Christian, and Wanzik gets the board. Tyson Inget in the front court. Oh, look at that right to left cross, and that'll be a foul on the floor. Again, that first to fourth gear, if you will, for Tyson Inget. Foul number 2 on Wallette. That'll be the team's 9th and a 1-and-1 for Inget.
Class A foul starting to really ramp up a little bit. Double bonus the rest of the way for Class B. Class B still got 1 to give. Inget with an opportunity here with a free throw. Make one to get one. Splashes the first. 12 points. 3 of 3 from the stripe. Zach Kraft will come in for Mr. William Ware. Last night, Class A earned the victory over Class B. The B looking to split this series just like the girls were able to do earlier with Class A and Class B. Tyson Inget finishes with the 2 free throws. So Class B up by 4. Other side of the rock, Kraft, 3-pointer, Zach off the front iron, no. Ball gets tipped out to Erickson. Erickson will leave it left-hand side. Wallette halfway down, can't get it to go in. Wanzik with a 6th rebound. Yesterday, 106-94, Class A over Class B. It's Class B that wants to get up to 90-plus, or maybe even 100-plus still. Kurzman now with 7. Class B certainly doing a lot better at hanging around is because of that balance. Zach Kraft, little pick and pop action now to Erickson, and we're going to have a foul. This looks to be on Wanzik. It is. Last one to give for the B as they have their 6th team, and second one on Wanzik, and here's a wholesale line change here for the Class B All-Stars now with 4:31 left to play. Since it was 80 apiece, it's a 9-3 run for Class B. And we're shooting free throws the rest of the way here, Chase, on every defensive foul. 4:31 left with the B. 3-pointer on the way by Zach Kraft. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Stainbrook. Stainbrook kicks it the other side to Backey. Backey going hard down the paint. Right-handed layup. Can't get it to go, and Erickson soars to the rebound. Class A, you just feel like who can get that next bucket. If Class B gets it, it's a 3-possession game. If the A gets it, well, it could be maybe even down to a 1-possession game. Doppler wants the 1 possession, and he buries it. Anthony Doppler from University Drive in Fargo. He's got 7. Nobody saw that on the radar, that's for sure. That was a deep monster 3 for Doppler, and, well, there's your 1 possession. Kovervig, ankle cross, right to left to the tin off the window, and smooth as silk for Sam Kovervig. At the pace we're going, both teams might get to 100. 8 points now for Kovervig. Kraft, ball gets deflected, trying to get the ball back, finds Doppler. Doppler feeling it, shooting it, off the front iron, no. Rebound to Backey. Talon Backey in transition. This is a 3, got it! Talon Backey with his 2nd triple of the half. He's got 9. 8-point edge for Class B, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Kovervig. Yeah, I think the feet just weren't quite set on that one. He looked like he was outside the restricted area, but it could have gone either way, I think.
There'll be 2 free throws coming here for Houston Davis. 1 of 2 from the line, has 5 points. Sam Kovervig trying to take that charge. He's been willing to do so for Central Cass throughout his years.
That's a big foul there as Davis makes the first because, you know, on a single bonus, you take a 2-shot foul. That's a one more foul closer to the actual double bonus.
As Davis will be shooting free throw opportunity number 2, this to try to make it a 2-possession game. Can't rebound. Erickson saves it as he leaves it now 3 for Kraftno. Getting up and grabbing that one for Class B. Going the other way is Brady Feller. Euro step off the window, good for 2. Feller with 4. Steinbrook almost gets the steal. Look out in the front row. Doppler going by Kovarovic for 2 points. Doppler now with 9. Class A down by 7. Class B, you can play the old Dean Smith if you want to and try to take the air out of the ball, but not with this pace. Kovarovic, jumper, can't get it. Rebound goes Doppler. Doppler the other way in transition now for Class A. Doppler hard to the paint, and there's going to be a foul.
Yeah, he was not too happy about that. The first one that could have got called didn't get called, but ended up getting one on the back end.
So 2 shots upcoming here for Anthony Doppler. Needs to at least make 1 to make it a 2-possession game. Class B will handle the line change here in a moment after the shot. Doppler misses the first free throw on our Thunder Seed scoreboard.
Here comes Grossman, Inget, Kurzman, Yale, and Fassett Jr. for Class B.
And you kind of have 5 guys that you're going to play for the majority of the game with, but once you get down into the final, it's kind of the best 5, so to speak, that have played throughout the day, one on the court. Doppler converts 1 of 2 from the line, now in double digits with 10. Class B can be awfully selective if they want. They can nearly take it down to the 2-minute mark. Mark Fassett Jr. will handle it, trying to get by Erickson. Shot, no putback. Yale, yes! Carson Yale has had a couple of really nice putbacks. He's got 14 points and a timeout on the floor. On our Thunder Seed scoreboard, Class B up by 8 on your live event.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Back here on our Bank North timeouts. Bank North, member FDIC, proud supporter of their communities, helping customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great communities that they serve. Go to ibanknorth.com. Well, James, if you're Class B, the first part of the question is how do you hang on to the lead? And the second part, if you're Class A, how do you try to come back and maybe force overtime?
Well, Class B, it's all about that balance, right? That's what that's gotten them here to the lead and keeping that balance, playing selfless basketball, finding the open man. And then for Class A, you see Derek Doucette is back out there. I'd flow the offense through him, but, of course, find the open man as well. You don't need to go crazy right away. You don't need a 3, but you need some quick buckets here for Class A.
So Class B right now, if they get a stop and a score, you can almost say it's over. Almost. Now, we've seen a myriad of points scored in a flurry. That's what Class A is trying to do here. Doppler trying to force contact. Nothing's going to be given. Rebound comes up underneath to take Grossman. He's got 6. Grossman, well, here's a steal with Derek Doucette. Doucette left-hand side. A needs it. Kraft shoots it. Can't get it to go. Put back by Connor Kraft. No. Rebound to Rokamp. Now it's to Zach Kraft here. Back to Connor. Connor, left-hand side to Rokamp. Rokamp going hard down the paint. Right-handed layup for 2.
Just great fundamental basketball with a fake out and the finish.
Full court pressure defense again by Class A. Tyson Inget in the front court to Yale with a two-handed jam. Carson Yale with 14 points.
Time to get out the peanut butter. There's the jam.
As we'll have a foul now the other way on Class B. This foul will be on Tate Grossman. He'll pick up his 4th and the team's 9th, and it's a bonus opportunity here for Derek Doucette. So we played about nearly 50 seconds, and we're back to the same where it's it's to an 8-point margin.
Well, obviously got to make the free throws.
Doucette free throw opportunity is up and good. Now with 12. 8 of 9 from the free throw line here for Doucette. Just to get it back to, again, a 2-possession contest. And Doucette able to do so. Brown will check into the game for Kraft. Class A will be looking for a quick steal and a score if they can have it. Possession arrow does favor the A.
And again, still don't need the 3 right away. Still got enough time for a few possessions. Great steal.
As now it's going to go to Doppler, and Fassett is going to pick up the foul. Mark Fassett Jr. will pick up his 3rd. So it's not going to matter anyway. It's going to be double bonus, 2 shots throughout, but Doppler to the free throw line.
Got to look at the foul trouble here now as we get another timeout.
Matt Norman wants a timeout. We'll break with him. 90 seconds on our Thunder Seat scoreboard. We're back after this.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
As we come back here, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors, including our Bank North scoreboard sponsor with a bird's eye view with head coach Matt Norman and Brad Miller in there talking it over. The Class B All-Stars down to 2 timeouts remaining, while Class A has 3. So at the free throw line we go. Doppler can make things very interesting, James, here at the free throw line as he is shooting 2 with the A down by 6.
You know, first half, not a lot of action. Second half, it's been the Doppler effect, if you will, or a chance to increase his effect on the game.
Are you more of a hurricane man or a winter storm man, speaking of weather?
Ah, gosh, winter storm, even though I hate to say it.
Free throw opportunity is good here for Anthony Doppler. Second one on the way. Rightfully so, he's heading to Grand Forks for UND coming up here in the fall. Free throw opportunity. Ooh, it was halfway down. Can't get it to go. Yale with the defensive board. He's got 6 rebounds in the game. Up and over Sam Kovervig. Oh, Sam Kovervig almost like cherry picking for 2 points.
A little breakdown there on the defensive end.
10 points now for Kovervig. Rokamp driving kick. Doppler left pocket 3 off the iron. No. Ray Brown trying to get the board, and it's going to go to Class B. 69 seconds left in the contest. 102-95. B with the lead.
And back in here is Kraft. Connor Kraft back in for Class A.
As right now, Class A, we've seen them force a couple of turnovers with this full court pressure defense. They will need to maybe do 1 or 2 more coming up. And there it is. Derek Doucette with it. Goes hard down the paint. This could be a flagrant. I don't think it's going to be just a hard foul by Kovervig, but how Doucette kind of went up in the air and spun it maybe looked worse.
Yeah.
Kuhneman and Piotz are going to make sure if it's a common foul or it's maybe more of a flagrant instead it'll just be 2.
I think it just looked worse than it actually ended up being. But for Carson Yale, got to hold on to the ball. You remember that you've got a couple timeouts. It's a lot easier to take a timeout, a lot better to take a timeout than to turn it over.
And easier said than done. You get 10 seconds, right? So you can kind of kill some time in the back as well. Doucette makes the free throw back. I feel like I've said 2-possession game a lot since it's been 7 minutes here, James, as Stainbrook checks in for Class B.
Big body to balance out the likes of Kraft.
Doucette free throw opportunity number 2 is up and in.
Well, Doucette certainly cashed in on the free throw opportunities, made his last 4.
Yeah, he's been able to continue to have a strong showing there. Baseball pass to Stainbrook. Brown runs into Stainbrook here, and Brown's going to get called for the foul. It was the right play by Brown as that ball just hung up in the air. My old travel basketball coach would be like a loaf of Wonder Bread. The problem was, though, as Brown tipped the ball, he just barreled into Stainbrook, and that was where the foul came.
Yeah, definitely no bad intentionality on that. Just a good hustle play from Brown, but just kind of lost his balance there and fell in a Stainbrook.
Stainbrook took that right in the sternum. He'll be shooting 2, free throw up and good.
Stainbrook's now made 3 in a row after missing his first.
And a chance here for Stainbrook to try to make it a 3-possession game as well. 58.5 seconds left to play. Class A down by 6. Class B now up by 7. Class A will handle the rock with Doppler. Doppler going hard down the paint, right-handed scoop off the window, can't get it to go. Sam Kovervig with the defensive board. Kovervig double teamed in the backcourt, and it's either a Connor Kraft or Anthony Doppler foul, and the foul's on Doppler.
Boy, Chase, I don't know who you're going to pick for the RDK player of the game, especially if Class B pulls it out.
Yeah, it's just a balance. I mean, we could easily talk to an Inget. You can easily talk about a Coppervig, a Stainbrook. I mean, Wanzik specifically in the second half. A Tate Grossman, what he was able to do. Again, you use the B word, balance, and not Class B. It's been a really nice performance as Coppervig hits the free throw. Timeout on the floor. We'll break with them on our Thunder Seat scoreboard. Class B up by 8.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
A contest that started at 8:22, just over an hour and a half into this Class A boys basketball game here as we are nearing the 10 o'clock hour for our broadcast here of the North Dakota Lions All-Star Basketball Series. Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show as some of the crowd is making their way towards the exits here with this particular score on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. We'll hear from some of the players, brought to you in part by Bell Bank. We'll get to our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Player of the Game and put a bow on the 2023 Lions All-Star Basketball Series. Sam Coppervig made the first. Free throw number 2, up and in and out. Rebound comes down to Connor Kraft, his 5th. Up the other side of the floor goes Zach Kraft. Zach Kraft spots up from 13 off the front iron, no. Rebound goes to Mr. Brown on the interior. Kick out to the top of the key. Grocamp got it to go, and a timeout by Kirby Kreftine here for the Class A All-Stars. We'll keep it here as Reese Rocamp in the second half has erupted for 11 points. And Class A hanging around, James, as they have the arrow with them on the 50-50 ball. They're down by 5, and now it's an opportunity for Class A here. Again, a quick steal, and you get a bucket. You're back within a one-possession game.
Yeah, certainly not impossible by any stretch of the imagination. Only down by 5 with 35 seconds. I mean, you don't necessarily even have to foul right away. At least wait that 5-10 seconds, see if you can get a steal, a good trap, or at least force a Class B to take a timeout there. They've only got 1 left, so keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, Class A back within 5. Class A has 2 Bank North timeouts in comparison to your point with just 1 for Class B. So it was at one point 98-90 with 2:19 left to play. And you thought it might be enough to, get over the hump. Both teams, by the way, over the century mark. Our scoreboard is really getting a good use today, James. The girls' game, for crying out loud, was 97-88. Now you got 205 points. If you had to have a push-up for every point, you and I would not be getting off the floor, Matt. I'll tell you that much.
Dead.
Here's a full-court press by Class A. Tyson Inget, he can run the baseline. Stainbrook to Inget. Here comes the trap. Tyson trying to rip it through, able to do so, pops it to Stainbrook. Stainbrook, right-hand side, Yale. Now Class A will have to try to foul, otherwise Class B can try to get it down to 4 to 5 seconds, and there's the foul. Connor Kraft will pick up his 3rd, and going to the line will be Stainbrook.
Maybe took a little too long on that. I like the trap to try and get Inget. You don't want to foul. A great free throw shooter, but these guys are all good free throw shooters in the end, so they're all-stars for a reason.
Free throw opportunity here for Aiden Stainbrook with 11 points in the contest. Free throw is up and good. For the guys that are playing right now, 11, 11, 16, 11, and 12 for points for Class B.
Can't get much better than that, can you?
Stainbrook, free throw attempt, good as well. 6 of 6 from the free throw line for Stainbrook, all in the second half. Down by 7 is Class A. They need a bucket, and they need it now. Left-hand side, Connor Kraft. Kraft with a dribble. Shoots it up from the left baseline off the mark. Rebound comes down to Tate Grossman. He's got his 7th, and we'll have a foul, and that might be the dagger here for Class B, as I think, James, in the final, and maybe very apropos, Class A versus Class B, we will get a split both on the girls, and the boys are now 10.3 seconds away from doing so.
What a great way to finish it with 4 great games, both teams having a chance in each game, and one team getting a win in each game.
Tate Grossman from Harvey Wells County, 11.7 rebounds. The foul on Derek Doucette, his 1st. Free throw by Grossman is off the mark, no good. Mark Fassett Jr. will come on for Tyson Inget. Landon Koenig will come on for Carson Yale. Class B going to be victorious just as they were last year, winning the game in Fargo from Fargo Davies High School. Second free throw attempt is off the mark, no good. Ray Brown with the rebound up the floor now to Dissett. Dissett with 5. Dissett gives it to Brown. Right wing 3 to get on the board. Off the mark, no. Rebound on the interior by Stainbrook, and that'll do it on our Thunder Sage scoreboard. Class B picks up the victory by a final of 107 to 100. 207 combined points here in this contest. A really balanced game again throughout this particular game. We'll be back on our post-game show. They'll get to some of the player awards. We'll hear from James Martins with some of our 1 or 2 players, and we'll get to our Arctic Enterprises Player of the Game coming up here on your LiveEvent.com.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
Located on the beautiful Goose River in Hillsboro, the Goose River Golf Club offers both recreational and experienced golfers a great round. It's a 9-hole course open to the public, located right off exit 104 on I-29. The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro offers annual memberships for singles and families, also college memberships, first-time memberships, and outside 30-mile radius of Hillsboro membership available as well. Men's Day is Wednesday, Ladies' Day is Tuesday. You can learn more about getting on the Goose River Golf Club, GooseRiverGolfClub.com.
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
As we're back here on our post-game show, Chase Miller, Joey Hughes, alongside James Martins, who has made his way courtside here, as we'll hear from some of the players coming up in a moment. But, James, why don't we just get your final thoughts to start things off here on a really fun night of basketball here at Fargo South High School, with the girls going to Class A in overtime and the boys, both teams surpassing the century mark here in this one as the B-boys earn this series split.
Great entertainment for the fans and us. I think everybody getting involved on both teams, especially Class B. Really, what they didn't have last night, they had tonight with a balance, and they just found a way to make it happen.
Let's get to our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Player of the Game. RDK Enterprises with locations in Hillsboro and Drayton for precision planting updates, information, questions. Contact RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. Well, it's going to be the old proverbial team effort when you have a game like this. You had 7 players with 9 points or more on the Class B side. They were led by the 16 points of Carson Yale with 6 rebounds, 13 with Tyson Ingen and 3 boards, and 13 for Aiden Stainbrook and 7 rebounds as well. You mentioned it earlier, James, balance, and that's what we saw here from the B All-Stars tonight.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that needed to get involved and maybe didn't have quite the game they wanted to certainly found a way to do that. You mentioned near the end, Chase, actually, that, everybody on the floor had, 11, 12, 11, 16 points. It's just hard for an opposing defense to find a way to stop that.
120%. That is our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Players of the Game. Again, the balance Koenig with 9, Backey with 9, 11 with Sam Covervig, 11 with Tate Grossman as well. Taking a look at some of the final numbers here in this one as the players are getting awarded their particulars in terms of being nominated here to the Lions All-Star Basketball Series and what they were able to do here from Fargo South. We'll take one more break. When we come back after this, we'll hear from some of the players in this one, brought to you in part by our friends at Bell Bank. We'll put a bow on the girls and boys game, and around the corner, we'll take a look at the final numbers here on your liveevent.com.
Drive a little, save a lot. MJ McGuire's in Rugby.
McGuire's is your Ford, Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in Rugby. Hi, this is Zach. Come in today and check out our great selection of new and used vehicles. Plenty to choose from. So give us a call or come in today and see me. McGuire's. Great people, great prices, great products.
Drive a little, save a lot. MJ McGuire's in Rugby.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
I want to do everything to the best of my ability.
Travel.
My bad. On the court and on the road. If I make a mistake, I want to know.
Lane violation.
And when I'm at my best, I want to see the rewards. That's why I signed up for the Drive for Less program with NODAC Insurance. I drive safely so I could save up to 30% on my insurance premium. Driving safe and saving money? That's a good call. Download the NODAC Insurance app today.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
The players have went to the locker room here as we come back on yourliveevent.com. Let's take a look at some of the final numbers in this one before we get to the post-game show conversation with James Martins and some of the players. For Class B, 11 players in the scoring column, 19 of 26 from the charity stripe with 8 threes and 21 turnovers. For Class A, they had as well 11 players in the scoring column, 11 threes, 18 of 27 from the line with 19 turnovers for Class A. Class B led on the individual side with the 16 with Carson Yale, as we mentioned, with a couple of threes, 6 rebounds, 13 for Tyson Inget, the same for Aiden Stainbrook with 7 boards, 11 points for Tate Grossman with 7 rebounds, 11 points as well for Sam Covervig, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, 9 points for Landon Koenig with a triple, 9 points for Talon Backey with 2 made threes. You had 7 for Connor Kurzman and a handful of rebounds, 6 here for Mark Fassett Jr., 8 for Jay Wanzik on the second half, 8 points, 6 rebounds here, and then from there, 4 points for Brady Feller. We'll go to the Class A stats here as the final numbers for Class A on the individual side, 16 points for Zach Kraft, 15 for Derek Doucette, who was in Fuego from the free throw line, 11 of 12 from the stripe, 14 points for Connor Kraft. You also had 11 for Reese Rokamp, 10 for William Ware, 6 points for Houston Davis, 6 points for Ray Brown, 5 for Ryan Erickson, 4 for Ethan Mannock with 8 rebounds and 2 points for Alex Dvorak. Let's send it courtside now, standing by with a couple of Class B All-Stars as our very own James Martins. James, take it away.
Thanks, Chase. And usually when I do these interviews, I don't have to look up at these guys, but I do right now. Carson Yale and Aiden Stainbrook from Des Lacs Burlington and from North Border, respectively. Carson, I'll start with you. You guys had a great balance tonight, something that maybe you weren't able to get in the first game in Bismarck. Tell me, at least in the short while, how has it been able to rely on all of these guys to make contributions?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you just look up at the scoreboard,
see a lot of double digits up there, and nobody's in 20s. So that's just a great thing. I think that's just part of how great we got along this week. I appreciate the Lions for putting this on. That's just how good our team got along this week. That's why the scoreboard looked like that.
You said getting along and getting to know each other. What are some of the memories from this experience that you're going to take with you for the rest of your life?
100%. Some people would probably think that it's like playing the games. That's the stuff that you're going to remember. But 100%, love playing the game. But it's just chilling in the hotel, talking to the guys, getting breakfast, whatever. That was the most fun part.
Carson, it seemed like you had a high level of swagger out on the court. Does it help with the facial hair there?
Probably a little bit. A lot of people like to talk about my mustache. I'm probably going to keep it now.
And Carson, thanks so much. Congratulations. Best luck in Minot State.
Thank you.
And let's get Aiden in here, who also has kind of a mustache as well going on a little bit. Aiden, you found a way to get involved in multiple ways. In the first game with a 3-point shots, how were you feeling in that first contest?
Oh, I was feeling great. My teammates were able to find me, and you got to work for it against these guys. These guys they're tough. So I'm just proud of my teammates. They were able to find me and getting open. So it's been great, having these guys with their skill set. So I'm just really blessed to play with the players that I did.
Aiden's second game and more came down to the free throw line. What was going through your mind during those 6 consecutive free throws?
Honestly, I just wanted to make them. I didn't really know what was going through my mind at the moment. I just wanted to win the game, and I knew I had it in me to ice the game. So, I didn't really know what was going through my mind. I just wanted to make those free throws.
Aiden, of course, this is, at least for the time being, the last time it will be Class A versus Class B. What's the feeling in knowing that Class B's got the last word with the last win?
Oh, it feels great. Just going out with a win in the high school career, like our coach said, like this is our last time to be actually seniors. So it was great to go out with a win, especially with great guys. So, we all worked together. It was a great week with everyone. So I'm just proud of everyone.
Aiden, believe you're heading to Jamestown next. Best of luck there, and I'm sure we'll see more highlights from you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Chase, send it back up to you.
Thank you very much, James, on that one. Yes, part of our post-game conversations brought to you in part by our friends at Bell Bank. Get the best of both worlds at Bell Bank. Enjoy a full suite of services and resources you'd find in a national bank with the care of a local partner, community partner. Visit bellbank.com to learn more. Bell Bank is member FDIC. Finals again tonight, earlier on the girls' side in overtime. Class A with the 97-88 victory over Class B. Class A girls led by the 27 of Bergen Kinderbrew, 21 of Riley Simon and Chloe Fowl with 17. Class B led by the 20 of Ellie Broughton, and then you also had DeConte Smith with 13 points. On the boys' game, balance again is the word. Class B boys with 16 from Carson Yale, and then the Class A led by the 16 points of Zach Kraft. On behalf of everybody here in the Lions All-Star Basketball Series, for the Lions Club members, to our sponsors, and those behind the scenes, we couldn't do it without a ton of people, as this is our final broadcast in the 2022-23 school year. Thanks to a handful of people, all those within R&J Broadcasting, all those within Halstead Telephone Company behind the scenes. Thanks here to James Martins, Joey Hughes. I'm Chase Miller. Repeating tonight's finals from Fargo South High School. In overtime again, the Class A girls pick up a 97-88 win, and then in the boys contest, a 107-100 win in the boys game for Class B. Until August, enjoy the rest of your summer, and for more information on upcoming broadcasts throughout the season, go to yourliveevent.com.